So go ahead and just use a feathering type of stroke with the eucalyptus right up to the occipital ridge. Now we'll just fan it out a little bit. And how does that feel?
Feels great, and
Good.
I can smell it
Good.
too. Yep.
The next one I'm going to use is the grapefruit. Whoops, I almost poured it in my hand. So you want to go ahead and drop it again along the spine. Here's one. Okay. Here we go. And I'm watching this oil to make sure it's not running down into her face.
How many drops do you usually use of each oil?
Depending on the length of your client's spine, you could probably place about 4 or 5 drops all the way up. Now again, remember, depending on the client's spine.
Okay.
So if it's a little bit longer, you just add another drop or 2. Remember, less is more, okay? It's very concentrated, and it is working directly with your spinal column, and it can release anything that might be lying dormant in there, any types of issues or diseases. The next one is that marjoram, which is really good for muscles. Okay, so we're going to do this one. Okay. And then go ahead and feather marjoram in the same fashion. You can fan it out with your fingertips. And how are you doing so far? Any burning or?
No, it just feels very cooling.
Good. Now sometimes, and it's not happening with Maria, you might find that they start reacting a little bit. Their skin is reacting. So let's say for purposes of the video, if I saw that with her, I would make sure I'd get some of my carrier oil and I would go directly over the area that she is reacting.
Dawn?
Yes.
Could the reaction sometimes just be a good reaction?
Absolutely.
That they're releasing?
And that's probably what's happening.
Okay.
Just always get in the habit, if you're finding that, go ahead and put a little bit over it. Because it still will be going and doing what it needs to do, even with the carrier oil over it. It will just help with any burning or skin type of reaction. That's a good question, though. Okay, let's move on to the lavender. We talked about it. Great anti-inflammatory. Another one for muscles, of course. So drop that. Okay. And then we'll use one more here after the lavender, and then we can really work those in. You doing good?
Yep.
That lavender also can help with any of skin reactions if they are having a little bit of a burning type of reaction. Okay, and then finally we're going to use frankincense. Just okay, so you can apply that last one there, all the way up to the neck, and fan it out. Okay, now I'm going to really get these all working in. So I'll just take my fingertips just on each side of the spine, but for purposes of the video I'll be working toward the camera. So I'm pulling away from the spine. Just massage those in. How's that feel?
Feels wonderful.
Good.